Greg. Mike. Two bandits. Watching Bluey.
This episode is called Dirt.
What up, party people, and welcome back.
Oh my goodness!
To episode 140
of
Two Bandits Watching Bluey.
Lee Hanna.
I'm your good pal once again.
He's there.
Greg Painter.
I see him in the flesh.
And back and
Judo.
better than ever.
Oh my goodness!
He's got no dirt on him, and his name is...
Huh? I mean, I don't wear shoes very often, but I go by the name of Mike Martin. And,
Michael.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've recorded this thing.
Why do you do that? Why did you go to the Aaron Lewis?
It's been close to a month since we've actually sat down and recorded proper.
Been a second. It's been a moment. It's been a moment and a second. But gosh, freaking darn it, we're here.
Ooh, look at that harsh language. How
That's right.
was
right
your
my pilot pen?
How was your Thanksgiving? How was your early December? How are you, good sir?
I just blinked and it was Halloween. So everything has been chaos and crazy. And you know what? I give both of us kudos to ensure that we make time because you have traveled a whole bunch. But we say nay to taking a full break during December. We say nay. We're going to talk about the nitty and the gritty today. We're going to get back to what we talk about with Bluey. I've been good. It's been crazy and busy. But you know what? I need a second to step back and focus on some Bluey stuff. What about how have you been?
I've
went
been
to
great.
Disney?
We did. We had a nice holiday trip to Disney, did the parties, did all the parks, ate the food, did the things.
So is it like Christmas all month?
Yeah.
Is that what it's like?
It's Christmas starting, I think, like right after Halloween, basically. They set it all up.
Oh, they're like
And
the mall
Christmas-
where it's like Mariah Carey kicks
But
in.
it's like, it's wild, man. It's like, they have like nobody can see the room that we're in right now, not a visual medium, but they have like a made out of gingerbread house the size of this room that they just have inside of one of their hotels. They've got like a scavenger hunt of Christmas trees where you're just given a blank map with stickers and put the stickers for each movie this tree represents.
That's fantastic.
They've got parties. They've got Snope, Mike. They've got Snope.
They've got what?
Do you have a question to ask me?
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
What's a snow?
Well, it doesn't really snow in Orlando.
Yep.
So during the parties, it snows soap. So they spray like this foam stuff in the air. It looks super like snow, and it's super magical, but don't catch it on your tongue.
Before we get to Bluey, my goofiest thing that I discovered in the past like month, my turn to cough, is Disney World is Orlando.
Yeah.
W-O-R, Lando. Disneyland is Disney L.A. for Los Angeles.
It's actually Anaheim, but yeah.
But it's oh, come on, give me some kind of...
But anyway.
Now I know the difference between... I learned it like a month
That's
ago.
something for you. That's good. You are not a Disney boy. So it's okay. One thing, and this is Bluey adjacent, so it counts. At one of the Christmas parties we went to, they had a dance party.
Is it Disney Island? Like
it was Jollywood Nights at Hollywood Studios, and they had a dance party, and we're like, it was wild. I've never been to one of those parks, and this isn't the Patreon special about our Disney trip. But I've never been to the parks, and like we were walking around the Star Wars land of it. It was just the four of us, nobody else.
Shush.
We had every single ride was walk on with 0-second wait. It was wild.
That's so cool.
But we got to that dance party. I was like, let's move and have first song and only song we stayed for, the Disney theme song remix. It went like 5 minutes with like wicka wicka wickas and
oh my God,
I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. Dancing with Edna Mode and Mike Wazowski and Sadness from Inside Out 2 and Frozone to the Bluey theme.
This is too
rock on.
This is too cute, too clean, too prim, too proper.
Oh, get that nope off us. Let's get dirty.
Let's get dirty. Let's
It's
talk
dirt
about
time.
Dirt. That's what we're here for.
It's time
It's been like 3 weeks. So
for the
that's why we're
redemption
having this.
arc to come full circle.
That's literally what I
How
have.
Wendy got her groove back. Wait, nope, not quite. How Wendy got her awesome back. But we can't talk about that yet, Mike.
Yeah.
Because we need to know what our friends at Wiki Bluey had to say about this one.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
What's the dirt?
Judo wants Judo wants to play in the dirt with Bluey and Bingo, but
Yep.
she's not supposed to get dirty. The end.
The end.
Short, sweet, to the point. It's true.
All right, okay. Call to Arms, part 2. Call to Arms.
Call to arms, you say?
Call to Arms. I mean, maybe it's because we took a couple weeks off, so I don't blame. But the Wiki Bluey squad needs to kind of just like hold our ground a little bit, because we've got a select amount of the remaining portion of the season with mini episodes.
Yes,
that have
new
been
mini
released
episodes just dropped.
that I have not yet seen.
I also have not seen them
Beautiful. So we'll that'll be coming up in the near future. But as we get to these deeper, not darker, but deeper episodes of what's left of this beautiful show, Bluey, hit us up with these Wiki Blueys. Like, most epic Wiki Bluey you could do.
yet. I believe in you.
Please.
I love the way this episode starts.
Because it cuts.
Where we're going into that healer house, but then whoop, over to Wendy's.
Nope. Going to Wendy. Ooh. So, junior bacon cheeseburger, 4-piece nugget, small fry. Give me a little shake.
Was that
Dip your French
$4.44 meal deal? Because that's
Yeah.
the best deal in the business.
That's that good. Don't get your Mickey D's out of here. That's not a current topic here in Burger King's fantastic. Give me that Wendy's piece. I'm gonna be ecstatic about it. So that's all I'm gonna start with. Let's go, Wendy.
Well, let's go, Wendy.
Sorry.
Shampoo,
Yep.
repeat. Conditioner, rinse, repeat. Conditioner, wash.
Yep.
Poor Judo. That's like an hour of
Judo's
getting your hair did.
Over it. Now, I mean, you did bring your 2 friendly gals with you, your daughters, today to hang out with us. How, like, is the hair process that intense?
I mean, it's harder than mine, but it's just like shampoo, condition.
That's different
Done.
from you, of course.
I didn't realize that you're supposed to like leave conditioner in your hair.
Yeah, it's supposed to sit for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I've always just like
Not a visual medium.
not a
but
visual medium,
look at
but
us
rinse it
now.
out right when it gets in there. I didn't know, and I've learned things as a father of 2 young ladies.
They have very full locks on the nogs.
And
That's not a
the
sentence.
brushing too. The brushing I definitely relate to, because for some reason and somehow I am the designated hairbrusher in our house.
Marsha.
Like if Beth picks up a brush
Uh-huh.
and starts brushing, ow, oh that hurts. I pick up those.
Oh,
That's
look
the
at
best to brush hair.
You got the finesse.
I don't know how. I have very little hair.
You should go into business for that.
I should. Professional child hair
Nope.
brushing. Anyway,
Anywho,
Chow Chow's. Is this the first? So is her name technically Wendy Chow Chow?
and then she's Judo Chow Chow. Judo Chow Chow.
That's a rough one. I feel like.
Judo Chow Chow. Well, I mean, the first thought I had when it started kicking in, when they were talking about how like we're known for our long and lovely coats, and I felt very similar to Pom Pom, where it's just like
Pomeranians are a small breed.
small but hardy breed. Like they stick.
Wait a
to
second.
Their, yep. Here.
Tangent.
Yep.
Does that mean Pom Pom's name is Pom Pom Pomeranian? If so, her parents are jerks.
I super hope so.
Pom 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 Pomeranian. Pom 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 Pomeranian. Aw.
I think it is. It has to be. Like they're healers.
Oh, yowza.
Because they say mid-episode, like healers, like our fur doesn't get dirty.
Yeah.
Like that's what we do. We're
It doesn't
healers.
get dirty. Also, it's not nice. Our fur isn't beautiful, so we can just destroy it.
Oh my gosh!
It also might make sense why, previous to this, we've had
One of
some
the episode.
Wendy seeming a little better than thou. I've got to have my fancy brooch, and
She's always
Judo's got to have her fancy hair because we're so fancy. We're
has an
we're
accessory.
beautiful, and you're not.
She's.
You're like a heel tag team in the '80s.
We're
We're just better looking than you, and that's why we're great.
the pom poms. No.
Pom pom pom. Chow chows.
Gosh, you got me. The chow chows and the pom poms. Chow chow or the pom poms don't wear accessories, but the chow chows like Wendy is always seen with accessory, and so is Judo. She's got her hairpiece. So and even when like she's going out to say I want to play with Bluey, she's got the headband, and it's so Wendy is still in that cage before the end of the episode here.
So
obviously,
I don't often do the Reddit thing or not the Reddit thing, the reading the notes on Wiki Bluey.
Yep.
But I was just scrolling to get Wendy's actress's name, which shout
sure.
out
which
to
we've never, I think.
Emily Tahini,
Yes,
who's got a vast IMDb of things I've never heard of, but vast nonetheless. I did not catch this, but IMDb did. There are only 2 toothbrushes on the sink, confirming Wendy's bachelorette status.
For now.
For now.
It's Witten's. Is it Witten's dad? No.
That's
Witten's
not
dad
Wendy.
is with. That's with Indy's mom. That's right. Dang it.
Jeepers creepers,
no.
young man.
Oh. So maybe
And no, he's with the terrier's mom.
it's the terrier's mom. My bad.
Ah.
Yep. Dang it.
Dude,
this is what happens
it's
when we
been a
take 2
break.
weeks off.
Oh,
Gersh. So does Wendy not have any sort of interest throughout the rest of this?
Not yet. Wendy is going to have the biggest art. She's going to get the spinoff next year. It's going to be the Wendy show. It's going to be like Murphy Brown, but in the Blueyverse. It's going to be great.
Really is like the independent, strong mom. That's so cool.
Exactly.
Well, at first, now it is. Well, at the end of the episode. Oh, go ahead. Yes, and.
There's independent, but there's also trying to fix the oven fan with a spoon.
Okay.
Mentality too.
Okay. So.
Although I can see you doing that, I'm not going downstairs and getting a screwdriver.
We're not at the oven yet in the episode. We got to stay.
We are. Well, we'll stay in line. I'll stay in line.
That's the first time you've ever done that, I think, in 140 episodes.
It's been a while.
I swear to everything.
We talk about how clean and pristine you are and cut to the healers.
Wendy's voice is so great where she's just like, just don't get dirty. Mm-hmm. Oh, it
cut
feels...
to the healers with dumping loaded dirt. And just the way that Judo stares at the dirt being dumped, just like, can I go play with Bluey and Bingo?
There's an excitement. There's giddiness and there's hope, but also I think it's an excitement arc for Judo here because she's like, maybe I can tilt mom just a little bit because Wendy has, in the beginning of this episode, Wendy has that Wendy mindset of we're Chow Chows. We're going to have accessories.
And we're clean.
Not quite, though.
I have a few questions for you, Michael.
Please,
before we move on.
Please, and? Yeah.
Why a pile of dirt? So if the dirt sounds like it's topsoil.
Yeah,
for
sure.
the backyard.
Yeah, sure.
I'm assuming where the koi pond is eventually coming, even though we've already done that episode. Timey-wimey stuff all over the place.
Dude.
So why in the front yard? Isn't that going to like kill all the grass right there? Or at least discolor the grass for a while? And then you got that big old patch in the front yard? No, thank you.
Not in the driveway.
No.
Like, so you're going to be taking this dirt that's...
Yeah.
And he makes it mud. Like, what are you...
That part's the most confusing. Like why are we turning it into mud right then and there? Thing two.
Please, and yes.
Thing two. Why wasn't it Judo's episode to say the opening? We get Bingo saying this episode is called. That was a perfect chance for the little girl who plays Judo to get her time in the sun.
Yeah, no.
So Bingo hadn't even
emoted
there, but that would have been nice. And 3, for some reason, you put a pile of dirt in your front yard. We're playing make believe.
Okay, word picture me. Yeah,
I'm letting Fin Man jump in that and climb around in his clothes and dive, dunk, and dash.
If there was a pile of dirt that was dropped off from a tradesies, it looked like a similar tradesy, but I don't think it was the same guy. But if there was a pile of dirt in the same way that we do pile of leaves, yeah, that's a dash of laundry that's gonna happen. No questions. I'll clean the shoes off. I don't care.
I don't even think our kids would want. Hey, Emily and Olivia, come here.
Yeah.
We got them here. Why not? Got to pour in, ladies and gentlemen, the fantastic Olivia Painter. Hey, Olivia. We are doing the dirt episode. Get on the mic here.
Episode?
You know the dirt episode of Bluey where they jump and play in the dirt?
Yeah.
If we had a dirt pile, Emily, you get up in here too. If we had a dirt pile in our front yard, and then sprayed it with mud or just regular dirt, would you girls want to jump and play in it? Or do you think that's like, gross, no thank you?
You get off the school bus.
Just
You see
dirt.
a pile of dirt.
What do you think, Olivia?
Maybe if I just kind of like sometimes I would, sometimes I wouldn't.
Okay. Oh, your clothes dirty? You?
What? I would be able to change.
That's true.
Fair,
What if
fair.
it was today? So you get home from school.
too
You see
cold
a pile
today.
of dirt.
You know,
And I'm gonna run for it and then jump into
are you gonna go
it.
to-do?
What about you, Emily?
Yeah.
What about you, Emily?
Yeah, no.
No, that's gonna be no for me, dog.
Okay, see you inside.
Thank you, ladies.
10 out of 10. That's fantastic. What about you,
So they're
Greg?
50-50. Oh gosh, no.
What?
Don't get dirty. It's dirt. Do you know how
man.
dirty dirt is?
Huh?
Dirt is very dirty.
Well,
It's in the name, Michael.
I already know what's going to happen to the ground underneath it, and I'm really sad. Like that's poor.
You hopping in that pile with your fancy new haircut?
With Finn, I'm not gonna do it like at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. Like if they dropped it off, I'm like, yay, dirt. But if Finn got off the bus and he's like, dirt time, then I'll be like, dirt time.
Dirt time.
But I think like
Leave a little
like,
dirt under your pillow for the dirt man.
whoever dropped that off made a poor construction decision. You put it in the driveway.
Driveway. Yeah.
There you go.
100%.
Okay. Adult talk. Welcome to the Bluey podcast.
did it.
It's too bad it's watching
Them,
Bluey.
there.
Where there's two adults that are trying to figure out how to make their lives.
It took me a minute to realize the visual I was getting with the kiddos when they were
Okay.
like rolling in the dirt and dirt showers and then they roll down
Yep.
and they're just covered in dirt. It's the same kind of animation they did when Bandit was covered in flour.
Yeah.
In knits. I was like, why does that look familiar but different?
It's
because
just
it was the same, just like
flush.
matted flat down,
It's flush.
but happier than poor Bandit with his knits.
Judo was so excited to go play with Bluey and then realized Bingo and Bluey, excuse me, because she does like hang out with them. That was like she just wanted to play. And
The
she
line-
was just like, I don't think I can.
This dirt
play
is
this.
very dirty. And why can't she play? Because we have long, lovely hair. It's true.
Pom
I
Poms.
want
Chow
to
Chows.
touch
Dude.
it. Little
The sneaky
zombified bingo.
like coming out, fingers being sneaky, and then you get the most like little kid montage of just da 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 dirt.
Gotta
Oh.
love it.
It was the most little kid thing ever.
I do. Those little healers have some Guns Mahoney on them because them able to push
Pull
up
it.
that tin that Judo was sitting on, not through like ice or snow, which has a little bit of slickiness to it.
Nah, we got
up
this.
a dirt hill.
Mud. Mm-mm. No, it's still dirt. It's not mud yet, but still dirt.
That's-
dirt.
That's a one-time trip because we're not Judo. We love you, dear, but we're not pushing you up there
And
again.
it's funny because it's like, what item did they use that they pulled out of the garage, or do they have a garage?
It
They do
looks,
have a garage because that's where I kept all my my things when I was
That's
cool.
cool. It looks very much like the pan that you cook a turkey in.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
And I was like, would I be frustrated if that happened? And I'm like, I just get another one.
Those are
Placeable?
use,
Yes.
aren't they?
They're
yeah.
what?
They were like one-time use type of thing, aren't they?
Yeah,
Question mark?
you can buy the aluminum ones that do the thing, and then I don't know. I'm nerdy. I have a freaking thing that I just cook the turkey in. That's a sit on the counter, cook it, whatever.
So,
If they use that,
Joff Bush being Joff Bush, we get our first and instantly the musical cue attached to it, just like. I love that so much. It's just a tiny thing.
I'm so glad you found that.
Ah,
That makes me so happy.
I'm learning music. I'm growing and learning, just like Wendy.
Crescendos.
Just like Wendy.
Wendy hasn't learned yet. So
Oh, and I do like we get we hit on this note earlier with
we haven't recorded in a while, and we're so
the-
excited right now.
Fanny Spoony moment.
Yep,
there.
here we are.
I do like while Wendy's doing that, like her hair is getting in her face, like her long luxurious hair is also bothering
It
her.
is bothering her, and also it also shows she puts in the 2 toothbrush work. I like this
Ooh.
2 toothbrush thing. That she's like, what does Wendy do for a living? What do you think?
Hair
Because
model. Oh, she's in trouble if that's the case.
That's true. I'm going personal trainer.
Oh, them gams. That makes sense.
Yeah. But she's showing her.
Let's say she works at the DMV with her bubbly attitude most of the time. No, that's not too.
And
that's
she
not,
quits today.
That's not posh enough for her. She's got something that's kind of posh.
But
she's a fancy business lady. That broke. She's a fancy business lady doing fancy business
MLMs?
work. Exactly.
But she's doing the work on the oven, but she's taking care of it. She's like, I'm not gonna buy another oven. I'm gonna fix this oven and this. And she does. Oh my gosh, Wendy, redemption arc. I know. Gosh, it's gonna be tough here.
But finding out why can't I get dirty? It's just so hard to get you clean. So it's better not to be dirty in the first place. Not the answer Judo wanted.
Nope.
Speaking of ripping stuff out of the garage,
why?
We've got a welding mask.
Why?
We've got an apron.
Does Bandit? Go ahead.
Have a welding mask? Gloves.
Have a welding mask.
He's a welder.
What do you mean he's a welder?
He can do it all. It's Bandit stinking healer. I'm trying to think if I have a welding. I have so many tools.
Not have a welding mask.
I have so many tools that I've inherited from different grandparents and in-laws and such and this and that and the other thing. Do I have a welding mask?
I have money that I'm going to pay the guy that mows my lawn because I'm a lazy human being, and I will give you $100 out of that thing that's sitting over there if you have a welding mask in your house.
Do not believe it. I have so many different types of saws that I've never used sitting around.
Yep, that's cool.
I have a giant sander that's meant to sand your lawnmower blades.
Welding is
to
so
sharpen
scary.
them up. I have welded before.
You welded?
Yeah, in our 8th grade shop class, welding was part of it. I welded
12 years ago, man.
I welded 12 years ago. It was
I'm here for you. I'm giving you a compliment.
I welded a metal die.
You did not.
I did. I'll have to find a picture of it.
Oh my god!
I welded a large metal die, and then I had to put
welding
holes in
is
it.
so scary to me.
Yeah, it should be. It's hot.
I don't trust I fall downstairs.
I don't trust you welding, so I'm glad we're both on the same page.
I'm putting on metaphorical gloves right now, thinking about it. Oh my gosh!
But we're able to dust slowly. Not as fun. Definitely not as fun when it turns into mud. Because Bandit shows up and just, like you said, mud.
Clean. Mud.
We get our first good morning, Wendy.
Good morning, Wendy. It's
kids. I do like Bandit being a good neighbor parent in this moment here, where the kid's like, please let her play. It's like, kids, don't pester. Mm-hmm. Realizing this isn't just as simple as let her play in the mud. We're gross weirdo healers. Of course, we're gonna be doing this. Those are nice, happy, clean dogs. Leave them be.
I can feel that so hard. It was very cool to see that in a parental adult way, because I don't have that. I am the biggest butthead in the world. I can't remember the number 1 from the number 2, so I can't recognize my neighbors. And I had a neighbor come up to us during Halloween, being like, "Oh, this and that's going on, this and that," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?" She's like, "Well, yeah, I saw that. I live right next door." And I'm like, "Oh." So I'm not the best. So to see that moment where it's like that, neighbor sit down next to neighbor and just be like, don't pester, don't intrude on that with the next door neighbor. It gave me hope and made me realize, you should pay attention to your people around you.
We know our general vicinity people pretty well. We got one side we had a great neighbor, other side not as much.
Yeah.
But just in case they're listeners, I'll leave it at that.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
You know what I don't like? You know what my least favorite thing today is? When a kid wants to do something and you don't want them to do it, and you're making it clear that you don't really want them to do it, and say, I'm going to leave it up to them to make the decision.
Why is that?
Because that's a guilt trip move. I'm not going to tell you can't do it, but you get really dirty, and that's really bad for our long, luxurious hair, and I have to clean you so long. But it's your decision. If you want to ruin your day, that's your decision and not mine. That's not cool.
That's not kosher. And
that's putting this, giving them extra sadness. I'm not going to just tell you no. I'm going to make you extra sad about it being no, because you're the one telling yourself no.
Wendy does seem super unsure in that moment too, where she this is the moment that things click.
It's when the redemption arc comes full circle.
Oh.
Because I did do yeah. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. Bro, that's it. That's where it all starts.
It's where it all starts.
This is where you get your joy. You get your...
It didn't quite make my favorite thing though, but it made me gut laugh every time I see it. Where we just linger on the heelers for a second and Bandit just sprays the kid in the face really quick, just out of nowhere. Love it.
He does such a great job.
Bandit doesn't a lot in this episode, but what he does is just enough. It's also a sign of one of those things where things parents say stick with kids.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you want to play, honey? Because I have my long, luxurious coat and I can't get it dirty.
This is where I had my lesson moment where I wrote down it's always parents realizing that their actions truly do affect their kids' responses and how they respond to the world. And it was that exact thing where it's just she's always telling Judo, prim and proper.
Exactly. And she
accessories, prim and proper. Brooch, prim and proper. Headband. And then she's like, I'll be right back.
And then she sees the kiddos playing next door, and I careful for all the kids listening because we're going to drop a hard F word here, but she says fiddlesticks.
Oh no!
And it's time to
ball Judo
redeem. Wendy just comes back out, just singing the.
She throws out a yoga mat or something too,
and then just
you don't put a yoga mat out for that.
Chopping that hair,
just
and
put it on the grass. Bandit just put a pile of mud in his yard, cut some hair, and let it blow away in the wind.
Is shocked, flabbergasted. Another good F word there.
She
flummoxed.
So much so could have walked up and said the ultimate curse word that a kid can say, and it's their parents' first name. She could have walked up and been like, Wendy. Weird sidebar. Have your kids called you Greg before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Because I get mic'd every now and then, and I'm just like, whoa!
You probably deserve it.
Whoa!
And she just declares, "I'm going short."
Oh.
Cut back again. Bandit just being perfect this time. So it felt very Simpson-y for a second. It was like dirty,
very much so.
Clean, dirty, clean,
dude.
And
Why are you making it mud before you bring it to the backyard for the tops? The pragmatics, the practicality, the everything behind the dirt is useless. I'm sorry. I'm very mad at Bandit on this episode because he made very poor decisions for for somebody that has replaced square by square by square by square by square the health of his lawn. You don't know what you were doing to your lawn by wrecking it.
My only thought is the blistering heat of the Brisbane summers dried that muddy dirt real quick, so you didn't have to worry about it.
Hey, listeners,
That's
let
all
us
I got.
know. Because, boo hiss, I do not believe. I know it's been 2 weeks. I know I'm feisty, but the end.
Hey, check it out. Wendy's gone nuts.
Wendy's gone nuts.
We get that nice little haircut montage.
The Ocean's 11 style,
sideways cut.
Splice. This is how we break into the bank. This is how we break the casino. This is how we cut Judo's hair. This is how this happens.
Extreme change for Wendy.
Uh-huh.
Most extreme haircut, Michael.
What?
What is your most extreme you've ever gone?
The most extreme I've ever gone? I dyed my hair a lot when I was younger too. I dyed my hair blue. I dyed my hair green. I think the one I was most proud of that was extreme was I had my aunt put a cap on my head and we pulled strands through my hair and I was able to dye it black all around but had red spikes. Booyah.
Extreme. That's very 90s.
I was the coolest Hot Topic kid you've ever met. I promise you. That was that. Yes. Now I've got my adult barbershop dad vibe. So what about you? What's your most extreme?
I also had the hair dye phase. I went orange in college.
Yes.
And then I had one of those a Chris Jericho-esque from the 2000s long chin beard that went
bleach it?
That not quite.
Did you dye it?
It went nice and orange too. Nice match with the hair.
Oh, I need to. Oh my gosh.
It was a big old.
This is photo check number 2 that I need from
It was
Greg
long
Payne.
enough that I could put a hair tie in it and just hair tie it down there.
I will not print out the photo in any way and show anybody ever again. But if that could end up in our chat feed at some point, oh my gosh.
I think they've been purged from society, but we'll see.
I will send you my red hair. I'll send you my green hair. I will send you all of the hairs that I had. Oh my goodness. I had green hair, and the first photo I took with my wife that I recall when we were like 15 together, I had green hair and I was wearing, get it, an itchy and scratchy t-shirt. What's up?
Nice.
So don't worry, we're in this together, baby.
Wendy looks like a completely different character.
100%.
And Judo says, me next.
Ball Judo.
And I've got some more. Let's get that board out with our red string on it.
Ooh.
This episode happens after the sign. Because when Judo is spraying Stripe next door, or not Judo, I'm sorry, Wendy, she is OG classic Wendy with her long, luxurious hair.
Oh.
So this is a
Oh.
Yeah. Exactly. Either her hair grew real fast, or this is
Pomeranians are strong and
they're not chow chow.
I know. That's the joke.
Pomeranian.
Oh my gosh. No. Good
Exactly.
get. Good get. I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Bald bingo. Bald Judo.
Bald bingo.
Too like we're getting ready to close up shop here, and we just get the we get that lovely running kind of like anime vibe of her running in and just flops.
And they do like the rolling down a mountain and it's swirling around and it's
We got that. We got Dirt Angels. She gets her dirt shampoo. They don't fourth wall break it. They fourth wall break plenty, but just bingo just popping in that pile, feet first, and everyone just turning like, yeah, we did it. Just hilarious.
And Wendy going back to when she comes back out, she has no accessories on too. Like
She initiates the good morning. Morning again.
Morning again. Like that's super rad.
It was time for a change. This is such a cool thing of a kid's show, realizing adults watch the show and talk about the show and say, yeah, Wendy kind of sucks. And realizing,
wow, that's a powerful word you're using too.
Realizing we don't want that vibe for any character on our show.
Redemption.
Let's give her a reason why she's behaved. Let's give her a path to being a little bit softer. Let's redeem this random neighbor character. We're not flanderizing her.
Typically,
we're giving her more depth.
Flanderizing.
We've talked about that word on this show before, young man.
Well done.
We are giving her more depth, more character, and more awesomosity. And I love it.
Nailed it in one.
I did. Great episode. Fun episode.
It's good soup.
But I gotta ask you, Mike.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing in Dirt?
I always feel bad when you give me the first get, but I'm going to say when the kiddos scream bald Judo. Because it's a realization of Wendy letting go, Judo being able to let go, and a parent realizing their actions affect their children's behavior. And so as opposed to just saying, I'm going to cut your hair, Judo, go have fun, Wendy did the thing and said, I'm going to do the thing, and you should feel comfortable doing the thing. Boom, bald Judo. There it is.
Old bald Judo.
Yes. What about you? What's your favorite thing, Dana?
Hey, check it out. Wendy's gone nuts. That's just like a fun little band of like, I finally broke her. After all my craziness, she's now crazy like us.
Oh, that's how... I mean, we don't have check sheets for everything. We have our conspiracy board, of course, which is sitting on our wall of every episode that we have linked up, of course. But I don't think we have a thread of all of the morning Wendy's that have occurred that are the chaos that Bandit has brought to Wendy to allow her to be like, oh, maybe I should relax a little, because you've got bum on window.
God, shake it chilly.
It's there's a lot of morning Wendy's that shouldn't have happened as morning Wendy's, and even like Sheepdog happened. If from what it sounds like, this is the last episode. If we're
at least the last one that Wendy's in,
that has
in this timey-wimey situation.
Unless she grew hair, and we don't know how Chow Chow's hair grow. Chow Chow, but okay, with that being the case.
I wonder who it's going to be.
Who's your favorite character, man?
Wendy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Wendy.
Good.
This is, again, the redemption arc in full force.
Yeah.
She was there for a kiddo. I love it.
Yeah.
Wendy.
Good job.
Thanks. Who's your favorite character?
Judo.
Ah, that's nice. Because Judo also has needed some redeeming after
I think so.
poor little bug on the
Butterfly.
wall. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a great moment for her to realize Mom's gonna let her be her.
Yeah.
And she was able to be like, oh yeah.
Because a lot of the rest of her redemption arc, like all of Sheepdog had no Judo.
None.
She
It was all that's
nowhere
right.
to be found. So this is her getting a chance to actually be fun too.
Was it? It wasn't Tina. When did she show off them freaking thighs?
That's Sheepdog.
Is
no,
it Sheepdog?
No, not Sheepdog. That's
That's
Ragdoll.
I was about to say it's Ragdoll where
Yes.
they get
Oh,
they get
my.
the ice.
This doesn't concern you, Wendy.
Oh man, so good.
So then,
Gosh,
how do
man,
you rank?
I had like 4 or 5 different ones, but you know what? I'm gonna rank this one less accessory that you need to wear when you realize it's all good. It's just bald Judo running out with no accessories on. Well,
Living
no,
her best life.
she
She still has
does
her,
have
yeah.
the headband in that moment, but Wendy doesn't.
Which is nice. She can still be her, but comfortable.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So good. What about you? How are you ranking episode 140 of Bluey? How are you ranking Dark?
I give this one 56. Dirts.
So good, man. It's
Thank you, everybody. Plug a clock.
that's right. That's what time it is, right?
Link tr.ee/watching Bluey.
That's still us.
Merch, Patreon, socials. Find us on Threads. X is super dead for us right now.
Lot
And
of
I do
things.
stuff here and there on Threads, so kick it up.
We're just kind of going from just the podcast standpoint here.
Exactly. T-Public, we got some cool stuff there, though.
That's right. We also have a possible new recent listener. His name is Mike also.
That's your name.
Yeah. A
You've
friend of
started
mine
listening?
said like, oh, you like that Bluey show, right? And do a podcast? And I'm like, yeah. And I sent him a link, and then I sent him a couple links to our merchandise, and he was talking about how great Bluey is. And so shout out to other Mike.
Way to
if
go,
he's
other
listening.
Mike. And guys, get up on our Cameo. I did one last week, which is
Yeah,
my
you
favorite
did.
one ever. I was
trying to figure out how to do it too.
as Mike said, I was at Disney World and somebody asked me to roast their friend on Cameo, and there's nothing like roasting somebody while you've got the magic of Disney behind you. So hit us up for $2 bucks. We'll say whatever you want us
Greg
to say
will go to Disney
within reason.
and record another cameo for you.
I would happily. WatchingBluey@gmail.com.
That's still us. It is.
Obviously, the Bandit Burner
Oh
315-715-8551.
2 bandits.
Shout out to fan of the show, Ella.
Yes,
Ella
and-
reached out just saying that she liked our show, appreciates us, and she was nervous to use the voicemail because she didn't want one of us to pick up, because that would be, and I can get that fear, that awkward moment of, oh no.
Ooh.
So Ella, we won't pick up, we promise. It's literally a computer inbox. You call, you'll be good, my friend.
Hang on, let me try it.
315-715-8551.
2 bandits. What happens?
Hello? Who is this? Hey, right to the
Right to our
voicemail.
voicemail.
2 bandits.
So you call that number, you can just leave a voicemail. It doesn't ring. You can just leave us a voicemail, and we will just. If you don't want us to play it on air, guess what? We won't. We respect our listeners. We respect you, and we love you. So no worries. Just send us good vibes if you want to. You don't have to. Happy
You can
holidays.
also send us anything at P.O. Box 2372, Syracuse, New York 13220. Still
Gosh.
up and running
Yes.
for now. It's been getting dusty over there, so it could get shut down in the next quarter.
I can
Unless we start getting stuff, we'll keep it open.
only be seeing you with orange hair and an orange goatee in my head right now. I promise you, it's the most beautiful thing in my head.
While Mike tries to figure out how to tell us some stuff about our Rap Spotify other one thing.
We gained 30%.
36%. Let's try to get all their fun stuff.
There's
I
more
do
stuff.
have 2 lovely reviews that came in.
Oh, cool.
First one from Lily.
Bonjour.
I know it's her name's Lily because it says, "This is Lily coming to you live
Hi,
from
Lily.
Southern California."
Is it live?
I think it is. I left a way too long review a while back and just wanted to say you guys are doing well. And stop avoiding sign. It's got to be done.
We did sign?
We did sign. We had a sign. Instant reaction. We're gonna have a sign special episode.
We go in
coming down the road.
order.
We're gonna try to make it extra special, but we're working on that part. More to come there.
Well, we just spent 40 minutes talking about dirt, so. Oh, that sounds weird.
And then from Kitty Tiger.
Yeah, Kitty Tiger.
From just a couple days ago, when you guys get back,
Yep.
please give me a shout out. Shout out Kitty Tiger.
Kitty Tiger, what's up?
And please do the third batch of Bluey minisodes.
Oh,
100%
coming hot.
happening. I really think too, down the road, not quite now. Down the road, we need to do like a minisode bracket too. We like our brackets.
Ooh,
Exactly.
you like your brackets.
But again,
But I will
please
bracket always.
shoot us any sort
Ooh.
of review. It only helps, my friends. It only helps. And lastly,
Most importantly,
if you need some topsoil for your front yard,
thrown on your lawn like
Check
it's
out-
nothing.
check
Just
out our-
throw it on the dirt, just right on the lawn, and mess up my front yard. And I'm gonna spend 14 hours raking it out and figuring. Go ahead.
if you want to do all those things that we just said, why don't you check out Rockin' Soil in Chandler, Australia?
That's a great name.
It is a great name, and it's a great place to get all your topsoil needs. At Rockin' Soil, we're here.
Rockin' soil.
Let me try that one more time. At Rockin' Soil, we're all for variety.
Ooh.
You see, we don't just sell turf.
Oh.
We sell Blue Couch and Sir Water Buffalo Grass varieties.
So, do what?
And
One
bet
more
that,
time.
and you bet, we don't just stock pebbles. We stock pepper rock
You bet.
and cashmere gravel. What we're saying is,
What's cashmere gravel?
hey Mike, what's a cashmere gravel? What we're saying is, we've got a huge range of distinctive products and a cut above everything else you're looking at other landscapers in Brisbane.
What was the buffalo
They
thing?
also come with dirt. Let's see. Sir Walter Buffalo Grass. Sir Walter has the best grass this side of Buffalo.
Your
Open.
Majesty.
And if you need to get there before work, it's fine. They open at 6:30 a.m. So if your dirt needs are extra early in the morning,
Don't worry.
don't worry, be happy. They've got large rocks. They've got, let's look at this, turf, pavers, dirt, mulch. They got everything.
Nothing. I have nothing.
Rockandsoil.com.au. We're
We're
back, guys. We appreciate you.
Holy guac.
Looking for some fun because next week is Decider.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait. But until then,
I don't remember what it was.
it's got to be done.
Oh, it's got to be done, folks.